Hi, I'm Tony, mom to 4, sister to 2, girlfriend to 1, and daughter to 0. Where this pattern comes from, I think backstory, mom had a weight loss channel, died in 2004 from pulmonary embolism, but she was a heavier woman. Dad passed away the month after I became an adult, um, of obesity. At 34, he needed to have weight loss surgery, and 2 years later, he passed away from complications from that. Pretty sure it's so hard being like the person who holds all the history in your family when you're not exactly sure of the facts. Thank God mom was a scrapbooker and I inherited all those family photos and stories. Thank God for that. My nervous system learned to protect myself through control after losing my father. Um, I feel like morbid obesity or weight loss or food or things of that nature have always been hard to me because my family was so big and it was like normalized. And I guess I have the fear of being obese too. I was always like the skinny one and I was complimented on that. You'll get to know lots of my backstory once I'm a little more comfortable on camera. I'm so excited to start this YouTube channel because I feel like it's my mom's dream coming to fruition. Like, she was an OG recording tops weight loss videos after my dad passed away. That was like her creative outlet besides scrapbooking. And I've learned recently, memento mori, we die, so remember to live, which I haven't been doing. I've just been surviving since 18, I guess, and I'll be 37 on the 28th of September. 10/26. I'm really hoping to get married this year on that date. That is a number that I see everywhere. 1026. It's the day my dad died, but I see it twice a day on a clock, and I'm the type of person who thinks that's definitely a sign, or at least a stop to pause and feel where you are and think about what's going on in that moment and that you're surrounded by your loved ones who have passed on. And I've definitely learned recently that everything happens for a reason, like legit. Like, I used to think that way before, good and bad stuff, but then thought, like, why could it all be happening to me, bad after bad, or self-sabotage, or just why can't I get on top of things? But it's been a few months now that I've realized that all those things were happening for me, not to me, which is a hard pill to swallow. All that pain and all that wasted time instead of just using it for the good like I should have. But I guess everybody wakes up around this time, your late 30s. They say sometimes it takes like a big event or something like that to bring you closer to God or your higher power. I think life is designed like that. Isn't it crazy? So here's my starting point. I drink a big giant extra large coffee every morning. I do not feel awake or ready for the day or anything like that until I've had that coffee, almost in like a negative depressed state. Like, I can be awake now because I've had coffee, which sounds crazy. And then I don't eat anything throughout the day. Nothing at all, even though I feel hungry. I feel like it's only safe for me to eat in my bed. Once everything is settled, it's got to be ham and cheese bagels or hot dogs, certain safe foods only. That I eat other foods, but those are the foods that make me, I don't have the comfort to go to sleep unless I've eaten those foods. And 3 ham and cheese bagels is a lot of food to eat, like giant, it's a lot of bread. And then I go right to sleep after that. I think it feels safe to me, like I finally earned my meal, like I've worked hard enough for the day, or what the case may be. And I guess it probably is the fear of obesity, but I really want to become a stay-at-home mom, so I want to not be spending money every day going to buy these bagels and cheese, and I want to follow a specific meal plan, which I think is boring, and in my mind I can't get the comfort from eating spaghetti that I get from cheese. I'm trying to remove those blocks, those food blocks, so I can move forward with the budget, and then I could stay on this meal plan budget. Everybody's eating the same things like every 2 weeks. I want to have like a fixed, I'm obsessed with meal plans and cookbooks. It's the only things I read or buy. More food and weight and obesity issues. So, not trying to fix myself or anyone anymore. Trying to build safety. So you might not see a physical transformation here, but inside we are doing work. My first tiny step, I feel like, is going to be starting today. I want to cook and make dinner according to the meal plan that I've budgeted and written down 700 times and never followed it. I've learned recently that like writing it down in your brain is like doing it. So me taking the time to schedule it and write it down perfectly and over again in the research in my mind, it's like it thinks it did it instead of actually doing it. So I'm not rushing this. Thank you for being here while I heal. I want to build a community of people healing with food or obesity together. So, my message is to anyone who eats one meal a day, only safe foods, eats at certain times of the day, eats in certain places like in bed or between certain hours like I do. People who feel ashamed, people who have trauma around food or weight, that's me. I'm your channel.